Thanks for joining us here on Market Day Report. I'm Marlin Bohling with a look at our ag commodity trade with a little extra help. Right here in the studio, we have Chris Swift joining us of Swift Trading Incorporated in Nashville.
Good morning, Marlin.
Good Monday.
Yes, it is.
Shall we look at the grain trade?
I tell you, it's been up and down a little bit since overnight, but I saw the plows digging in the ground this weekend. So
you did?
I did.
Where?
Yeah, up around Clarksville. There was some people out there.
Border.
A little bit of hillside there. They were able to get the plows out there. So.
Yep, everybody's getting itchy. All right, let's take a look at our grain trade right now on the futures in Chicago and on the corn. Well, you know, we had the corn market about a penny higher a little bit ago now. The May corn drifting lower here, Chris. We're down a penny at 377 1/4. That's just one tick off our low of the day. And December has drifted down to 399 1/4. Earlier, it was right at $4. Now we're below that, and we're down 3/4 cent. In the soybean market so far today, and I'll remind you, we had no overnight export sales again, so we don't have any of that to talk about. May soybeans down 2 at 901 3/4. That's on the low of the day, Chris. We have November down 2 1/4 at 935 1/4. Also a new low for the day. If we look at the wheat market in Chicago, first of all, we have the May contract a penny and a half lower at 464 1/2, and July down 3/4 at 470. In Kansas City, we have the May contract. Currently, if we can roll over there, we are showing a last trade of 442 1/2 now. That's down 2 1/2, and July down 2 1/2 at 451. Minneapolis wheat right now has the May contract down 2 at 570 1/4, and July down 2 3/4 at 568. Not a plus sign to be found.
No, there's not. I think a lot of this rain is going to make for some great subsoil moisture, and anything that can get planted will sure get a good early start this year.
So Tim Ross was talking earlier in the broadcast about the weather situation for the central U.S. And he's talking 70s and 80s. 70s all the way up into northern Nebraska this week. That's going to maybe dry things out in a hurry. Maybe planting season won't be so delayed like we had feared.
It'll still be late. There's no doubt about it. But this will help tremendously. Get a little wind blowing in there and get some of that moisture right off the top there and get it soaked down in. And I think it'll be good. But no, I think we're still going to see some late planting, and it's going to be tough to get corn out in some of those areas.
Okay, planting intentions come out Friday.
Correct.
Quarterly stocks report comes out Friday. Which one do you think will have more impact?
Probably the planting intentions would be my guess. I don't see that we've done a lot of transactional business over the last several weeks to say that the stocks should have improved or declined by any great amount. So I think you're going to see whatever the crop prospects are, and then how much they may or may not change to what they say in the bean-corn relation.
Okay, hold that thought. We'll come back and talk livestock. We are talking with Chris Swift of Swift Trading Incorporated, and we'll talk livestock when we come back after this. We are here with Chris Swift of Swift Trading Incorporated in Nashville, and let's take a look at our live cattle trade. We'll go to the futures in Chicago, and right now on the big board, it is maintaining a weaker stance here, although it is coming off of its lows of the day already. April live cattle currently down 90. Chris, we're at 128.82. We have June down $1.10 at 122.40. However, that's only one tick now from our high of the day. And the August contract down 93 at 119.10. That's on the high of the day. That's $1.05 off its earlier low. Feeder cattle trade, let's roll over there where we have the April contract now just a dime lower at 148.70. And that's $1.70 off its earlier low this morning. May now 88 lower at 153.18. How about the lean hog market this morning? Well, look at this. We have triple-digit gains everywhere except for the May. We have the April now up $1.25. We have May now 75 higher at 87.78. Last time we checked, it was only up 7 cents. June now up $1.55 at 97.22. Everything firming up all of a sudden here, Chris, in the livestock trade.
Yeah, it's kind of neat because the cattle on feed report gave us a little bit of a surprise. Few more placements than what was anticipated, but I don't think any of that changes the dynamics of the amount of pounds that we have lost or not been able to put on these cattle over the last several weeks.
So do you think that move early this morning on the open was just kind of a knee-jerk reaction to that surprising number?
Traders have been really anxious to buy meats all week long. Clearly, we saw the hog market jump up a lot this past week, and of course, the cattle market a little bit slower to advance with it, but it finally caught on, and 5 hard days up last week. So yeah, they're just taking a breather today off.
I saw where the I think it was the plant-delivered hogs in the Western Corn Belt last Friday afternoon. I believe they were like roughly $3.50 higher higher.
Yes.
Which would make sense. I mean, the futures have been up, what, $20 in the last couple of weeks or so?
The basis is really spread out extremely wide.
Yeah.
And most of the trading now is about money, not about hogs, because you've gotten the basis so far out, that basis will converge, and you'll see a lot of price travel between both cash and futures. But right now, with the extent that the price has moved, a lot of people are having to make margin calls. They're caught backwards of this market, and so most people are just kind of scramble to get out until we see the market calm down just a little bit.
Did you get a chance to see the Commitment of Traders report from Friday for the cattle and hogs? I was just curious if the funds had really changed a lot or not.
No, but I did notice we continually set new historical increases in open interest in the live cattle market, so that has continued.
That'll be interesting to watch. All right. Well, thanks
a lot of interest in the market.
Thanks for the analysis.
Yes,
it's always good to visit with you on set. I appreciate that. Chris Swift of Swift Trading Incorporated in Nashville.
All right.
There you go, John.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. Chris, always good to have you.
Absolutely, John.
You bet.